Hello everybody, this is Evan with Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today I'm bringing you a review for the Psycho Killer expansion, Psycho Killer Z. So this is an expansion for Psycho Killer. If you want to learn more about Psycho Killer, right up here is a link to the review video that we did for Psycho Killer itself, so you can learn more about the base game. This is a expansion to add to the game itself. So I'm going to take you down to the tabletop and give you a little show of exactly what comes into this box, and then I'll bring it back up and give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is Psycho Killer Z. This is another expansion here for Psycho Killer, and I have it all laid out here. This one adds 15 new cards to the game. Much like I said into the beginning part here, if you're interested in learning about Psycho Killer, just click the link that showed up at the beginning and will show up here at the end of the video. That will give you the review that we did for Psycho Killer. So this is the expansion. It's zombie themed, and it adds just a couple little rules to it. So one of the things that it does, adding these 15 cards here, allows you to bump the player count from 6 up to 7. Another thing that it also moves the Left 4 Dead threshold from 10 to 13 points. To understand what that means, like I said just a little bit ago, watch the review for Psycho Killer, and that'll explain that in more detail. So this game here, if you want to add it to the base game, if you look at the next to the name, you'll see the biohazard symbol. So that's anything that has a biohazard symbol is for this expansion. Now this adds in a couple Do Selfish cards, Power, Healing, and Predicament. Then it has new types of weapons here, and you can see that they're completely different. So they operate a little bit differently. So these are zombie cards. The only time you would ever play these cards is if you have the Infection card. So the Infection card has a new symbol here, the pause button. As with the base, this is not a one that is in that. So what the pause button means is you'd actually never play this card. It actually stays in your hand the entire time. You can move it along, pass it with the various cards. They'll come through the game that allow you to change cards with people or give cards to people, but it stays in your hand otherwise. And whenever you have this Infection card, if you ever get that and one of these zombie attack cards, you have to play these immediately. And even if it's not your turn, you have to play them. You don't have to have a Psycho Killer come out to do the damage, much like the other attacks. These are completely based off of having the Infection card. So that's the big thing that it changes with here. So it kind of changes the aspect of the game a little bit by creating more damages that aren't solely related around the Psycho Killer, and you have this almost, I want to call it like a trap sitting in your hand, and you can get these guys to affect you and do the extra damage to you. And these are treated just like weapons too, so any of these healing cards that come out, like the band-aids or the stitches that allow you to remove them, will affect these also. So that's the big things that this expansion adds to the game. So I'm going to take you up from the tabletop, give you my final thoughts about it. Alright, final thoughts here on Psycho Killer Z. So this expansion here, I don't like it as much as the Gratuitous Violence expansion that they did, but it doesn't mean that this one is bad. This one is still good. I prefer the other one a little bit more than this one, but this one still I would play with. I would like it. Really, it all depends on, if you have zombie fans, this would be the one that you would want to throw into that. Overall, it doesn't add a lot of complexity. 15 cards into it, so it doesn't add a whole bunch more toughness to the game. Pretty much adds seamlessly. And like the other expansion that are out there with this, it's super easy to take them in and out because they put the symbol for the expansion right there on the name, real large. So really smart move. I like that they did that here. But like I said, not my favorite expansion, but definitely doesn't make this bad. It's definitely, if you're going to get any expansion, I would get them. I would get this one, the Gratuitous Violence one, absolutely, 100%. Because I do like what they add to the game itself. But this is the expansion here. If you want to learn more about the base game, right up here, just follow the link right here. It'll take you to the review video that we did for Psycho Killer itself, so you can learn more about that. But this is the Psycho Killer Z expansion. If you like our content, definitely hit the subscribe button. Every subscription definitely helps us out. Give us a like. Hit us up in the comments if there's more stuff that you want to see from us. Let us know. Till later, this is Evan with Tabletop Gaming Guild. Have a good one.